Today is Thursday, March the 9th, and I am slack packing. I got one of the bicycle shuttle vans to let me ride up along the Virginia Creeper Trail, and they dropped me off. I'm not quite back to the trail. I've got about a 1 mile gravel road walk before I get to the trail, and then I'll be on the trail, and it's about 15 miles back into town, so a pretty good little hop. But when you're slack packing, I hope I can carry about 3 miles per hour, hopefully, and so I should be back into town in about 5 hours or so. Today's the day that my wife's coming up to see me, and I'm going to have a couple of 0 days, Friday and Saturday, so see how this works out. I think this will be a nice day. There's some overcast clouds, but the sun is shining too, so hopefully I'll have a good day and won't get too cool. I ended up staying at a hostel called The Place in Damascus last night. Pretty low budget, which with all the hostel hopping I've been doing, and I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days, I need to sort of conserve where I can. This is a ministry of the Methodist Church in Damascus. It's a house behind the church. It only costs $10 a night to stay there, and you do get to take a hot shower. The biggest drawback to this place was it wasn't heated, and it got down into the 30s last night. I don't think it was in the 30s inside the house, but it probably got down into the 40s. But considering the night before it had got down to 27 degrees in that shelter, in the 40s wasn't so bad. So my bag kept me plenty warm. I was fine. So I was good to go. I appreciate the opportunity to stay there. What's surprising to me was I was the first hiker this season to stay at the place, but I think it has only been open about a week, maybe even less. I guess I should note this section of the trail that I'm doing today, I'm doing it southbound. Actually, it feels northbound, but as far as orientation of the trail, I'm going southbound on the trail. Lest you think the Appalachian Trail just simply follows the Virginia Creeper Trail, a nice gravel path all the way back to Damascus, I'm shooting this section. This is not the Virginia Creeper Trail. It's uphill and it's rocky. It is real Appalachian Trail. And so far, it's been more like this than it was the nice, smooth Virginia Creeper Trail. Well, I'm kicking myself. I just met a nice girl from Finland through hiking the AT. I don't know how old she is, but I doubt she's 30. She may be 30, around there. Her trail name is Finn because she's from Finland. Nice girl, hiking all by herself. She seems really like a good, strong hiker. I didn't tell you the reason why I'm kicking myself, because I didn't get her picture. I try to remember to get pictures of hikers that I meet along the way, but most of the time I forget. Tell you something I have figured out, and people who know things about athletics probably will laugh at me and say, "Oh yeah, you didn't know that?" But I have figured out, I had read it, people say to do it, but I just hadn't been able to do it. But I have figured out if I keep my mouth shut and breathe through my nose when I'm exerting myself, like going up hills, I can do so much better. I mean, I think I had to achieve a certain level of fitness, which I've now achieved, to be able to do that, because before, when I was going up hills, I mean, I'd take a few steps and I'd just be sucking wind through my mouth. And but I think that sucking wind through your mouth maybe causes you to hyperventilate or something. I don't know. I don't know all the science behind it, but I just know that now I'm able to just keep my mouth shut when I'm exerting myself going uphill and breathe through my nose, and I can just get a cadence going, and I can go uphill now sometimes nearly as fast as I can downhill. And I think it's all because of that. And like I say, I had read a couple hikers talk about it just briefly. Not many people really talk about this, but I don't know. I mean, I have found that it definitely works for me. Just getting back into Damascus from my slack pack. 14 and a half miles in about 5.5 hours.